Hey guys, Steve here for Third Coast Custom Helmets. I know this is a kind of a off time to be doing video clips, but I figured I would mainly because I just got done speaking to one of our followers online for a few minutes. He was talking about me having a dream job and doing all the helmets and stuff like that, how cool of a job it would be. He's a young guy in college, wanting to do what I do. But so I was talked to him for a little while, for probably about 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna walk around here while I'm talking to you guys. My home here, doing some helmets, putting in some time. So, anyways, I was talking to him about what I do, asking him questions. He was telling me what he does, stuff like that. So, and it got me thinking. I just got done speaking with him, so I was gonna get back into these helmets. I just finished, knocked out a round of helmets here. As you can see, Giants helmets for a client. One of my main clients here. Some more padding over there. Just knocked those out. About to get into this batch right here. Same order. These are actually going to be Green Bay helmets. And you know what? It's a little bit past 11 o'clock my time here in Houston. And you know what, guys? I'm not even tired. I just like doing this shit so much. It's just part of me. I mean, it's just what I like to do. It's what I love to do. I love to build these helmets. I love to do this stuff. It's just part of me. I just like doing it. It's not even a job for me. I just love doing this stuff so much. And that's kind of what I was talking to the gentleman online about. You know, here's some material I picked up today. I'm gonna have these turned into, got what, Texans here, Army. What else we got in here? It's all buried down up in there. You can't really see. There's about 3 or 4 different types of material for some bags, for some more helmets. Oh yeah, one of the books I'm reading right now. Very good book for you guys that read. I highly suggest this one, Dean Graziosi. Very good book. If you don't read, you need to start, because trust me, it will help you in life. It will help you in your business. It will help you in everything that you do. It all relates. I don't care what anybody says. If y'all don't think it relates, everything relates in one way or another. Trust me. I'll be 46 in March, and I'm finding that out the hard way. I found that out the hard way, actually. But anyways, so I was talking to him about what I do with all this stuff, and you know, it was just it was almost like I don't want to say it was a come to Jesus type talk, but I mean, like I said, he's a young guy. He wants to do what I do. You know, not really happy, I guess, but you know, the direction life has taken him. And so I was telling him about what I do. And you know, for those of you guys that don't know, like I said, I'll be 46 in March. You know, I mean, I have a double E degree, electronic engineering degree. I did work corporate. I worked corporate for quite a while. My last job was at an oil company with my wife. And I actually, for those of you guys that don't know, I actually got laid off from that job. Why? Because they kept finding stuff on the printers from my personal business. This business. Before it was called Third Coast Custom Helmets. Before it was officially, let me rephrase that, before it was officially 3CC. They were finding pictures, all kinds of stuff on their printers. You know, they just told me, you can't be doing this kind of stuff at work. And I knew the day was coming. And you know what? But I just love it. I love what I do so much that I just couldn't get it out of my head. I really couldn't. That's why I was doing it at work. I mean, everywhere I go, I would think about it, ideas, just ways to grow my business, ways to do stuff. And back then, I wasn't doing this for the reason I'm doing it now. You know, I didn't know what my true why was. I didn't know why I was really doing Third Coast. All I knew is I love football. Hell, we're in Texas. That's all we do down here. We breathe and shit football. I mean, come on. That's all we do. You know, we're a football state, and that's all I knew. You know, football. You know, I can build helmets. I can put it together. I can make money out of it. But you know what? That's not going to fly. If you're chasing the buck, you will fail out of your business. I don't care if it's sports, cosmetics, retail, food. I don't care what industry you're doing, what kind of business you're starting. If you're doing it for the buck, go find yourself a job, seriously, guys, because it won't last. You've got to know what your real reason for starting a business is, you know. And I'm not trying to be all philosophical and, you know, preach and this and that. But after I got done speaking with that gentleman online, it got me thinking, you know, before I jump into this other batch, let me just do a quick video. You know, I mean, I don't do this a lot. I don't do these type of videos a lot. This is more like a real me type video. And you know what? I know when I do these videos, I know a lot of you guys that follow me, y'all never see my face. Y'all hear my voice. Y'all see me from the neck down. You know, if y'all do see me from the head up, I mean, I might be wearing a cap. I might be wearing glasses. I might be wearing a helmet or something. And I do that for a reason. You know, some of you guys do know what I look like, and that's fine. I'm not wanted by the FBI or nothing, so I'm not trying to hide. But I do that because I don't want to be known. I don't want this business to be about me. I want it to be about the business, be about my work, you know. I used to say I don't want to be famous. I want my work to be famous. But you know what? That's not so true anymore. I still, when I do videos, the focus is still on my work. That's why I don't show my face. I don't want, you know, anybody to get the wrong ideas why I don't show my face or anything like that, you know. But it's about the work. It's about the helmets, the time, the creativity, the design, and everything that goes into it. All the people that help me put these helmets together. I mean, they're works of art. You know, these are all basically, I mean, these are all real deal helmets. These aren't replica helmets, you know. And, you know, I'm not knocking reps, but these are all real helmets, you know, 20 mil decals. You know, I mean, it's all, you can put these on in your head and go play in a game, literally. You know, I want people to know that type of stuff. You know, it's not, but again, you know, it's not, I used to say, you know, I don't want to be famous. I want my work to speak for me, which I still do. But over the years, I've come to realize what I really want my company to be. You know, and as I go on, you know, we're not big. You know, I mean, I work from home. You know, it's a small operation. You know, we're getting there. You know, just chugging away. I mean, hell, it's 11 something at night, like I just said, and I'm about to jump into another batch of helmets. I mean, shit, you know, got to put in the work. If you want it to succeed, you know, like Les Brown says, you must do what is required for it to succeed. And when you're done doing that, do it again, and again, and again, and again. Do that shit until it's part of your soul. You know, I mean, I'll do this until the cows come home. You know, if I didn't have to get up early to take my kids to school, I'd probably be up all night because I've got more after this to do. You know, but you've got to know why you want to start a business, why you want to start building helmets, why you really want to do this. And again, if it's about the money, don't do it. I'm telling you guys, I've been doing this for about 5 years. It's awesome. Meet a lot of great people, but it's if you're doing it for the money, don't. You know, I'm not doing this for the money. Yeah, I've got a family, I've got mouths to feed, I got bills to pay, yada yada, the whole nine. You know, car note, all the other stuff comes with it. And this does, you know, pay for that. You know, but you know, we're not balling. we're comfortable, but we're not balling. You know, we're still getting there. We're still growing as a business, but you have to really think about it, dig deep down inside and figure out why do you want to start a business? Why do I want to do this? Why do I want, you know, what's my why? I mean, do you want to, you know, I mean, do you want to, you know, for those of you guys that are married, do you want to bring your wife home, your spouse home? Do you want to retire your parents? Do you want to put your kids in a better school? Do you want to live in a better neighborhood? Do you want to drive a better car? And all those are fine. Fine and dandy if that's what you think your real why is. But for me, that's not why I do Third Coast. I mean, I'm doing Third Coast obviously because I like it, but also because, you know, I work with a lot of youth teams. You know, we just don't do collector helmets. We do a lot of on-field stuff. You know, we work with a lot of youth teams around the city and actually outside the city, actually from coast to coast. Now that I think about it, we just did an order for a team out of Atlanta. You know, I've got teams San Antonio, Dallas, obviously in Houston, you know, RGV, the Rio Grande Valley. I got teams everywhere, all youth league teams, Taifa, Snoop League. I mean, they're all over the place. You know, football minds. I got them everywhere. You know, and then when I started doing that, this was our first year of being on field. So it was actually a trial by fire type deal. And I really didn't expect Third Coast to evolve into doing on-field from collector stuff. But I'm glad it did. And why am I glad? Well, first of all, the reason it, you know, I'm glad it did because now I get to be around the kids. And I've got 4 kids myself, from 1 year old all the way up to 19. So I know a thing or two about kids. You know, my oldest used to play football until he had health issues. He had to quit playing ball. And that's what he really wanted to do. And it's a shame, but it happens. You know, God's got a plan for everybody. He knows exactly what he's doing. You know, but now that I do the youth league, a lot of, you know, youth league, I deal with some of the semi-pro teams, some new leagues that just formed. I'll be helping out those guys. But it's all about the kids. You know, anybody that knows me, if it's kids or military, because I do come from a military family, you know, I'm down. I will do whatever I can to help that organization get what they need. Regardless if I've got to flip the bill myself, or if I can, you know, if they just want a discount, or if they just want some mouth guards, visors, whatever. You know, a lot of these kids that play, they don't have money. But if they're not playing football, their ass is going to be in trouble. You know, they might, you know, be out there getting in fights. They might end up in jail. Someone might end up dead where these kids are living. I mean, you never know. At least they're playing football, trying to better themselves. And now that I see that, I really want to help these kids you know, I want them to remember Third Coast as an organization that helped them to succeed, that helped them change their lives, you know, that helped them get stuff that they couldn't get. You know, a lot of these kids, they play, their parents can't even afford to put them in. The organizations pay for the kids to play, some of them. And that's a lot of money. A lot of you guys that follow me, that play football, you know how much it costs to play ball. You may not know how much your parents put in for you guys to play ball, especially those of you that are wearing the SpeedFlex helmets, now the Vices helmets, now the F7, the Schutt F7, which I see kids wearing now. And I'm talking youth football. I'm not even talking middle school or high school. F7s, SpeedFlex, U size. That's a lot of money. Even an used F7, an used SpeedFlex. It's not cheap, you know, but your parents love you. Whoever takes care of you, they love you. They want the best gear for you. Same thing when my kid was playing. I wanted the best gear for him. That's my kid. You want him to be protected as best they can. And again, a lot of these parents can't afford that. So my goal is to get Third Coast into the position where we can sponsor teams if we have to. We can sponsor players. You know, we can give them money. We can give them parts on us, not for free. Basically, whatever they need. That's my mission for Third Coast. That's what I want it to be. That's what I want everybody to know Third Coast as. Yes, we build badass helmets. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna disagree with you guys. But yes, we build badass helmets. But that's not what we're about. That's not what our main mission is any longer. That's what I wanted. When I first started the company, I want to be known as the baddest helmet maker, helmet builder on the planet. While some of you may think we are, some people think we're not, which is fine. There's plenty out there for everybody. To each their own. I'm not mad or anything. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to hate. Whatever. But again, that's not the mission of Third Coast. While we will still continue to build helmets, I just want people to know that's why I'm doing Third Coast. That's why I started the company. That's why my wife worked for me. My wife is actually my office manager. She's my chief. She's the CFO. And I'm not just saying that. She is literally the CFO and the office manager of Third Coast. She handles all the back end stuff, all the money. I just like to build. I like to sell. I've been selling since I was 11 years old. I'll be 46 in March. I like to get out and be with the kids, be with the parents. I like to see what's going on out there. I like to be part of it, not just stuck behind a desk. That's why I couldn't work behind a desk for that long. Even when I was working doing corporate, honestly, it sucked. And now that I'm realizing I got the degree for my parents, for my mom. My dad passed away in '94, bless his soul. I got the degree for my mother, made her happy, but it didn't make me happy. I was working to make somebody else happy. And for those of you guys, if that's the boat you're in, the life that the route you're going down right now, hey, it's all good. But you have to realize you need to live your own life. What makes you happy? You may not be balling, making all this money at first, but you put in the time, do the work. Things will pan out. Trust me. I've been grinding this grind for years and years and years. If you guys only knew all the hardships I've been through, I've lost so much. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I've lost, but the stuff that I've lost because that I wanted to do my own business would make some of you stop in a heartbeat. I've gotten into so many fights, so many arguments, so many disagreements. I will say, I've lost family, literally lost family because I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to make me happy. I finally figured out why God put me on this planet. I read a quote yesterday. I don't remember exactly what it says, but it was basically a Bob Marley quote that said, God sent me on earth to do something. If God wants me to stop, then I'll stop. But man cannot stop me. That's the only way I will stop doing what I'm doing with my company. If God wants me to stop, he will let me know. And then I will stop. Unless that happens, I'm not stopping. Straight up. Until I can get to where I want my company to be, to help these children, to help, to give back to the community. And that's what it's about. I go eat lunch with my daughter every Friday. Now that's very important to me. Before, I was putting work before family. Now I found out the hard way, that's not going to work. You need to put your family first. For those of you guys that have family, that have kids, that are able to go eat with them, spend more time with them. The work will still be there when you go back to the office, guys. You can't finish all your work in one day. It's like my wife. She thinks she can finish everything in a day. And now it just finally sunk into her head that you have a life after work. You've got kids at home. I'm at home. You know, we want to see, kids want to see their mom. Hell, they want to see their mommy more than they want to see their daddy. What's up with that? You know, it's all good. You know, I've had to rearrange my schedule. You know, put my family first. I finally realized that you got to put your family first. The work will still be here. Hell, I work from home, guys. I can't get away from it. Not that I want to get away from it, but I can't get away from it. I don't want to get away from it. I like doing it so much. Like, this is not even work to me. You know? I mean, you know, here's, you know, more work. You know, a lot of you guys have seen the Dolphins helmet, the LSU helmet. You know, more helmets right there going out. You know, more helmets right there. More right there. Hell, more there. Over there. It's all over the place. But you know what? It's never going to stop. You know, I have a shop. I cleaned all this out. And everything was being done at the shop. But now I just started doing it at the house again. You know, yeah, that's what we do. You know, the recon work, the paint work, the chrome work. You know, all that type of work is done at this shop. Breakdowns, rebuilds. But, you know, some of it, I just, you know, certain clients, I want to do it myself. I want to be responsible. Hell, it's my company. I can't blame it on the boss if this order does not make it out. I can't blame it on the HR department. I can't blame it on my coworker. The buck stops with me. It starts with me, and it stops with me. So